The crimson warning lights bathed the bridge of the Zenith station in an ominous glow as Commander Elena Vasquez stared at the holographic display. The massive triangular blip on the screen pulsed steadily, growing larger with each passing second. 3 years of relative peace in the outer rim had ended in a single terrifying moment. "Distance?" she asked, her voice steady despite the ice forming in her veins. 12,000 kilometers and closing, Commander," reported Lieutenant Marcus Thompson from his position at the sensor array. Hull configuration matches the destroyer-class vessels from the Earth Federation archives. Elena's jaw tightened. The Earth Federation hadn't been seen in this sector for over a decade, not since the Great Exodus when humanity had scattered to the stars. Most colonies had assumed the old military was extinct, consumed by the very wars that had driven them to seek new worlds. "Sir," called out Ensign Riley Martinez from communications, "we're receiving a transmission." On screen, the hologram flickered, revealing a scarred face beneath a familiar blue uniform. The man's eyes were cold, calculating, and utterly without mercy. Behind him, Elena could see the sterile corridors of a military vessel, complete with armed soldiers in combat gear. "This is Admiral Harrison Blake of the Earth Federation Reclamation Fleet," the figure announced, his voice carrying the authority of someone accustomed to absolute obedience. "You are harboring fugitives from Earth jurisdiction. Surrender them immediately, or face the consequences." Elena stepped forward, her diplomatic training warring with her protective instincts. "Admiral Blake, this is Commander Vasquez of the independent colony Zenith Station. We are not under Earth Federation authority. State your business in neutral space." Blake's smile was predatory. "There is no neutral space, Commander. Only territory we haven't reclaimed yet." He leaned closer to his camera. "We know about Dr. James Morrison and his research team. They stole classified military technology before fleeing Earth. Return them within the hour, or we will take them by force." The transmission ended abruptly, leaving the bridge in stunned silence. Elena knew exactly who Blake was referring to. Morrison and his team had arrived 6 months ago, seeking sanctuary after their controversial research into consciousness transfer had been deemed too dangerous by Earth's military council. They had been working on defensive applications ever since. "Commander," Thompson's voice was urgent, "I'm detecting weapon systems powering up. They're not bluffing." Elena's mind raced through the possibilities. Zenith Station housed over 50,000 civilians, including families who had never seen Earth. The station's defensive capabilities were minimal, designed more for asteroid deflection than military engagement. Against a Federation destroyer, they would last perhaps 10 minutes. "Get me Dr. Morrison," she ordered. Within moments, the elderly scientist appeared on the bridge, his weathered face creased with worry. He had clearly been monitoring the situation from the research labs below. "Commander, I won't let innocent people die for my research," Morrison said before Elena could speak. "If surrendering myself will." "No," Elena interrupted firmly. "Your work on consciousness preservation could revolutionize medicine. We don't hand over refugees to military tribunals." She turned to her crew, seeing fear and determination warring in their faces. These were people who had chosen the frontier over the safety of established worlds. They understood the value of freedom. "All hands, this is the commander," Elena announced over the station-wide communication system. "We have an Earth Federation warship demanding surrender of our research personnel. As a free colony, we do not bow to threats or intimidation. All civilians are to proceed to emergency shelters immediately. All defensive personnel report to stations. The next hour would determine whether humanity's scattered children would remain free, or if the old powers would drag them back into the conflicts they had fled." Elena watched the destroyers approach, knowing that sometimes the right choice was also the hardest one. Whatever happened next, Zenith Station would not surrender without a fight.